Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? You know, I was watching a Dr. Umar video. This was after his record-breaking Roland Martin interview where they try to sneak attack him. Anyway, in this interview, he made a point, and I've surmised this myself, but maybe not in exact words. And he was saying, they were asking him, Dr. Umar, what can we do? I mean, one thing I hate is, like, you know, when they ask people, not necessarily Dr. Umar, ask them, what can we do? You know, I understand what they're getting at, but I think a better, they rephrase it, like, what do you suggest? Where are we going wrong? Is better questions. You know what I mean? What should we do? You know what I mean? It's just putting him in, like, the position of God. You know what I mean? Him telling the Nogs what to do. But anyway, they asked him what should we do? And Dr. Umar said, we need a black American civil war. Not a civil war in the ways of fighting and shooting and killing, but a civil war for the culture, the way of life, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, a civil war of the minds of black America. Between the people that want change, that sincerely want change, and the people that do not. I couldn't agree more. Black America needs a civil war. The Hoteps versus the Nogs. The Hoteps versus the black liberals. That's what needs to happen, and it needs to happen ASAP. The sooner the better. I don't care if this might be the first shot in the war. I'll fire it off my goddamn self. You know, all this arguing and petty, because, you know, the black liberals, they have the media on their side, they have television on their side, they have Hollywood on their side. Now, they have all this stuff on their side, they vote for the Democratic, they stay on the Democratic plantation, and these cities, you know, these inner cities get taken, and they're held hostage by the chocolate Klansmen. You see what I'm saying? You know, we need a change of direction. We've been going this way since the civil rights era, and it needs to change. You know what I mean? The emphasis of what African American families should be structured like needs to change. We all see that. You know what I mean? What the kids should be doing, what, like, as far as wanting jobs and employment and skill sets they learn, that needs to change. You know what I mean? All I see is these cats out here buck dancing, wanting to be fucking trap rapper, out here trapping. You know, how many trap rappers does African American need? You don't need no more. You know, meanwhile, you got people just coming in your communities, setting up shop. These Arab corner stores, these Chinese corner stores, these Indian corner stores, they just taking your goddamn money. Then the money doesn't stay in the community. You see what I'm saying? It's a losing battle with you Nogs. And y'all swear y'all doing it right, because y'all got this television, you got the mass media. They telling y'all it's okay, all these gender pronouns, and y'all take to it like a fish to water. Now it's time for, you know what I mean? It's time for a Black American Civil War, man. You know, I mean, we went down the wrong path a long time ago. You know what I mean? And it's time to reverse course. You see what I'm saying? It's high time we reverse course. You know what I mean? We're relying on, like, celebrities, sports people. We're living through their lives, and that's not the way to go. You know what I mean? We need to build those communities back up. There should be no such thing as gentrification because your neighborhood should be great already. If y'all put this effort into your neighborhood, nobody would want to leave. No much how much money they'd offer. You see what I'm saying? Y'all just it's just a lost cause with the Nogs, man. You know, Nogs had to run, and it's time to give it up, man. If you give up peacefully or forcefully, we taking it back, man. It's time. You know what I mean? In the words of Donald Trump, what do you have to lose? But that's what needs to happen. I'm serious. You know, I think now, and a lot of people complain about, you know, Hoteps on Twitter and on Facebook. You know what has really happened was, you know, a lot of black Americans weren't saying anything. They were letting black liberals just run rampant on social media, and nobody was saying nothing because, you know, you don't want to say nothing. You get people, you know, y'all gang up on a person, call them names, try to get them fired, and all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? That's why. Then all of a sudden, man, Hoteps man said, "Fuck it, man. We going out. We going out swinging." And that's why Dr. Umar is coming out. You know what I mean? You have to think. He has a following because there's a need for his message. There are people out there yearning for his message. Whether you black liberals want to believe it or not, there's a lot of black Americans that want to listen to his message and like his message. Like I said, I went to it was last summer. It was out in Delaware, out in Wilmington, and he had a speech thing. It was like a little Hotep festival, if you will. I don't know how you want to call it, but there was a couple hundred people there. You know, I bought this shirt about the abnormal abortions, and the black man gave me a spill, man. Like, they don't see what they're doing. They're killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves. I mean, there's plenty of black Americans, and they're starting to find their voice because they're tired of you black liberals. They're tired of you black feminists. They're tired of y'all. Because y'all out there be doing the white man's work. The white man's work. You know what I'm saying? The white man gave y'all feminism. The white man gave y'all liberalism. And y'all just take the shit and run with it. Like them absolute shine that y'all are. People are tired of it. And that's why the people are going. And to a further extent, that's why Tariq Nasheed, he's an absolute clown. That's why he's flourishing. I mean, there's got to be some consolidation on the Hotep front. Believe you me. But as far as us relying on ourselves, instead of sitting there trying to rely on the system to help you, it should be a no-brainer. Yet here we have these arguments, and y'all still trying to run with it. You black liberals, you Nogs, you Akatas, you Shines. Black Civil War is coming. Be on the right side of history, black liberals. I'm warning you now. Yo, this is Uncle Hotep. Peace.